Hey Bob.
G'day.
So we've just come across this site.
Yeah.
What do you think of it? Well, first of all, how big is it?
I haven't looked it up yet, but it looks like a good 1,000 metres, I'd say.
1,000 squares?
1,000 square metres.
And considering where we are,
We're not far from the beach.
we aren't far from the beach, but we are on a reasonably busy road.
Yeah, the road does take a bit of traffic. It is still one lane each way, but you'd have to take that into consideration. But the location almost overpowers it. And there's another thing I like.
What?
It's pretty flat.
Oh, it's very flat. Yes.
Yeah, so...
And what about that walkway? Would that add to it or detract from it,
not too
or
bad.
you just fence it out?
You put a decent fence up here.
Yeah.
You could put up like 1.8, 2.1 fence easy, so you wouldn't even notice that. But the thing about this lot, and we need to do more due diligence on it, but at first look, it does have a zoning which suggests you could do a number of uses.
Yeah.
And we see that all the time.
What would be the uses that you could? Would you put one on? Would you just do the one big posh number on this?
Well, look, you could do one big house
Yeah.
and have a lot of land left. Probably not the best use of it.
No.
It is in an area. Just up the road, there are houses that are quite expensive. They're 3-storey houses.
Yeah.
There's one for sale up the road. I think it's about 3.5 mil.
Yeah.
In this same street. But perhaps because of the size of it, look, here's the uses. As you said,
We got one.
one big house on the lot,
We got two.
or why don't we subdivide it? So we can get at least 2 lots out of it, potentially 3, but let's say 2. So that's a 2-lot subdivision. Are we better off doing 2 lots and having a good house, because it's a big enough lot, 500 metres at least, to put a really good house on. And then you get 2 houses.
Yeah.
I think that'd be better than one house on the lot. But then with the zoning, we know we could do 2-storey townhouses, and we could even do
How many townhouses
2-storey
would you put on?
apartments. Well, I'd say 5 big 2-storey townhouses on it. So we've got these uses: single lot, big house, 2 lots, 2 good houses,
Yep.
potentially 5 townhouses, and probably 7 or 8 apartments. But that'll depend on whether they're 2 beds or 3 beds, and or what the mix is.
My question with apartments, Bob, are we at a point yet in Australia where they're working? I know
Well,
they're a bit.
They
tougher.
certainly work in the southern states.
Yeah.
This is in Queensland, if you don't know.
Yeah.
Apartments,
You
yeah.
can tell by the weather.
Near the beach, apartments. There's other apartments on the other
Hundreds
side
of
of the
them,
street.
yep.
They do work,
Yeah.
but with the cost of apartments these days, really expensive, it is hard to make them stack up unless they're quite a large building.
Yeah.
The market will improve in
Yeah.
that direction, but sort of post-COVID, they're going to be the last of the residential products to actually get back on their feet again. I think.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, what are we going to do? Well, we could run numbers on those 4 scenarios and see what it comes up with. I got a feeling that the 2-lot subdivision with the 2 really good houses could
Be the highest and best.
pip at the post,
Yeah.
coming up the straight, could easily pip the 5 townhouses.
Too much time doing the Melbourne Cup watching.
Anyway,
Coming up the
that's
straight.
my initial feel.
You're going on a 2-lot something here.
I don't think the traffic is going to be much of an issue. I think the location more than overcomes that. Flat site, services, I think it'll be good. Let's have a look at the numbers anyway.
What's nice too, Bob, is on the other side there's pretty much nothing, really.
No.
And even we're only standing back 7 metres?
Yeah.
And the road is actually quite dull, isn't it? You
Yeah.
can't really hear too much.
No,
so-
and you could put quite a good acoustic fence up at the front.
Yeah.
Something that looks really good, knocks
Yeah.
out most of the noise.
All
So
right.
it's a good first look, and it's back to the office, back to the drawing board, and running some yields and running some numbers.
Okay, cool. Let's go do that.
Okay.
Okay.